because if you press the button after 7 o'clock, it doesn't work. It's a stakeout. Monsieur Eclusiers going to our next lock. Charge! You're jousting! And so the race is on. You can get a speeding fine on the canal track.
I've been rafting. Oh, go on backwards.
Whoa! Oh, you fuck off.
Censoir.
Morning broke under a chilly blanket of mist.
So this is a little market.
After breakfast, we heard distant sounds from the village and walked out to explore what was going on.
What a beautiful morning. Well, going into afternoon now. We're on our way to our second lock of the day, but of course it's coming for lunchtime. Struth! He's got no strides on! What's going on? It's because we left sort of quite quickly to make sure that we get through the lock.
It was cold this morning.
It was cold this morning. I better go get him his shorts then.
It's a stakeout. Next lock up there. Guess what? Closed for lunch, so it's our lunchtime too.
So lunch is over and we are preparing to leave the next lock. But I'm not going to be on board. I'm going to go for a little ride. These next two locks are actually okay, but there's one that's 2.78 metres high. So I'm going to go for a little bike ride. And there he goes, drifting nicely.
And there's a chateau there. And oh, and who is this? Oh, bonjour, madame. Here she goes. I have to concentrate now.
Quite a force, isn't it, really? But we're on our own in this lock. It's quite nice. I had a nice little ride. I'll go and help the lock keeper wind the gate back in.
How did that go? Good. See you in the next lock. This is where I wanted to stop for lunch. Slowing down because it's quite shallow. And over here is a lady enjoying a rest. Was it hard work? I see you, Monsieur le Heron. What are you going to do? Is he going to fly? Is he going to fly? Is he going to fly? Yay! Oh, I'm sorry. These pterodactyls that are on the side of the river, there's so many of them, side of the canal. And when they fly, they really do look prehistoric. These herons are fantastic. Sheena is up ahead with the next lock. She's just getting up towards the lock now.
Lock number 3. I don't quite know what this one is called, but the cycle path that I've been on, towpath, seems to have disappeared. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be cycling on in a few moments. So leaving this lock, but we have to wait on the right side for another boat to pass.
We are going past a runoff into the Yonne. Yonne River is on our right. Canal de Nivernais is the one we're on. And the gentleman at the last lock said it's very narrow. He wasn't wrong. That's why I had to wait for a boat to go past. Merci. Bonjour. worry about the weed that's ahead of us either. Focus is just getting it through the gap.
Sheena's newfound confidence at the helm encouraged her to take it more often and gain experience passing through the very narrow gaps and the low bridges.
Wasn't that narrow?
It was a bit narrower than I thought. I don't know why, but there you go.
Behind these trees is like huge pillars of what I assume is granite. And I imagine at some point in the Jurassic period or after the Ice Age that was a waterfall. Huge amounts of water pouring off the tops into the valley below.
At Bassville, the Yonne meanders to a point where the river flows across the canal.
Boat in there, too.
Caution is required because the current can force your boat sideways into the Needle Dam. The width of the canal at the stop gate and beyond is too narrow for boats to pass, and it's not clear where to wait. The river and canal intersection at Bassville is notable as the first place
Yet another lock.
where a needle dam was designed to control not just a sluice, but a full river. In 1834, Charles Poiret used the design during the building of the Nivernais Canal. His needle dam idea significantly improved new canal routes across Europe in the 19th century.
Monsieur Eclusiers going to our next lock. Sheena negotiates another bridge. And he went over the bridge and down the other side. Whee!
That was a bit like,
Yeah, because that's where the River Yonne crossed the canal. It was all a little bit.
there was a boat in the lock.
There was a boat in the lock.
And go backwards, and the goat was saying go backwards.
Then the Eclusier was saying, whistling at us, no, come forwards.
Stop there. The lady on the other boat was going,
Came through that little narrow gap into this, which is stunning riverside. Beautiful sunshine.
Amidst the circling hills, careless and spruce, with its gardens, its tumble-down cottages, its rags, its jewels, its dirty and smooth reclining body and head crowned with a stone-laced tower, the town leans above the rivers. Dramatist and notable pacifist Romain Rolland wrote this of his hometown, Clamecy. In the 16th century, Jean Rouvet led the supply of wood from the Morvan forest to build and heat Paris by floating logs to Clamecy, then rafting them down the Yonne to Auxerre.
Well, here we are in Clamecy, and we've come to have a look at a church. Yeah, guess what? It's been renovated.
it's under wraps again. And we are in this little tiny place, which is lovely, but there are so many vehicles and lorries coming by. It's not exactly quiet. Hello.
It's very good.
I think I'm a bit red.
You're a bit red. What, you embarrassed
No, I'm a bit red.
about having Pringles? Cleaning time on the boat, on the good ship options. Yeah. Yeah, but not only that, look at the state of this. Absolutely filthy. So we've moved from over there. okay, which was all gravelly and stuff, to here, which is a good quayside. It's a nice place actually, not bad at all. Quite pleasant, pretty, and it's also sunshiny as well, which makes it easier to clean things, and things will dry out faster as well, so that's good. We haven't been asked for any money yet, but that'll come, no doubt.
Found at the post office. After a little bit of delay, I was on my bicycle trying to follow a map which I could not make head nor tail of, but a very nice gentleman stopped and did offer me some assistance. So there's my map. I am where the cross is, and I have to now go back to the boat via shops.
Well, that's a bit better.
As we left Clamecy, we should have called ahead to the first lock.
Saturday morning, the 25th of September, but there is no lock keeper at the lock. I've managed to jump off the boat, come and knock on doors and find somebody, but there is nobody here. So we are hoping that maybe he has gone to open the second lock and therefore will be back.
Next lock. And we're sure it's the same girl that's doing the lock as well, so that's the third lock she's been doing.
I think they're near where the bollards are. Brilliant.
At the fourth lock, we encountered an eclusier who attempted to help, but in fact became a hindrance by interfering with our system and not understanding the difference between a sailboat and a canal boat. If Sheena had continued to climb the ladder to take the lines, she would have been far happier. We found out later from another eclusier that this chap was new to the job, and ours was probably the first yacht he'd seen on the canal. Now in convoy with two other boats, we all stopped before the next lock for lunch at Villiers-sur-Yonne. After a short walk, I got the bike ashore for Sheena to speed on ahead.
Is it bumpy? Got a lance with you. Charge! You jousting?
So I'm out riding my little bike along the towpath. There's Jonathan, the boat behind us. We've been three in a lock, and I came to a bridge which I had to operate, and I let three boats in. Yes, I operated it. No, I opened it. So I will have to close it after the fourth boat comes through. And there's the fourth boat. And now to lower the bridge, press and hold the solid green. It's going down. So what we have here is a double lock. Options is at the back. We were travelling in a 3, but we picked up a fourth boat. So two of the boats have been in this part of the lock. They are now going up again. So this is quite a steep one. I believe it's over 5 5 metres, hence why there's a double lock.
Just a light drizzle coming off the trees. And here we are on the Nivernais in a mossy green section.
So it's raining a little, but it's also sunshine. But it's not cold. Peaceful.
Hello up there, are you getting wet? Do you not want to stop here? Okay. Wetted timber. She goes. There she is, yet again. She's got another bridge sorted out.
Time was moving on, and we didn't want to stay overnight at the higher boat moorings where the other 3 boats had stopped. After checking timings with the eclusier, it became clear that our intended mooring stop might not be reached before the locks closed for the night.
It's a lot of cycling. The last eclusier suggested that we will not be able to make it to the next stop. And so the race is on. The eclusier at the last lock says that she thinks we can make it to Châtel-Censoir, and she's doing the next 2 locks. So here we go. Let's see if we can do it all before 7 o'clock. Yeah, the race is on. And here comes Sheena, pedalling. My word, she's done some pedalling today. Look at that.
At each of the last 3 locks of the day, the eclusiers could not have been more helpful in getting us through swiftly. However, the distance at normal speed to the last obstacle was beyond reach before it ceased operating, and we were told it had to be closed after passing through.
Well, that's the last lock of the day, and there were 3 eclusiers on that one, help us through to get through quickly. But we've got to get past the lifting bridge before 7 o'clock, because if you press the button after 7 o'clock it doesn't work, and then we can't get through. So I've got 5 minutes to do a kilometre, so I am breaking the speed limit, sorry. You can get a speeding fine on the canals, by the way, so...
The last thing of the day really is another swing bridge.
It looks like we're...
Bearing in mind the eclusiers and the bridges all stop working at 7.
gonna make it.
It is 6:58. I cycled here very fast. I can't close it. Oh dear. But at least it means we're getting into Chittery.
Sheena's there waiting.
For the night. The last 3 locks have been so helpful. All the eclusiers sort of helped each other and made them get sort of faster and quicker, and yeah. So we've nearly done it. I won't say we've made it.
Oh, goodness me.
Until we actually get in. And then I'm going to see whether I can actually shut it down.
And we're through.
Wow, that was washy.
Sheena can now press the button to bring the bridge down. I can slow down, stop breaking the speed limit. Oh dear me.
Now I'm going to have to try and press this and see whether it works. Is it working? Come down? I think it is.
Anyway, now we're through and we just have to find a mooring at the next Nautique, which is about a kilometre away. Not too far, we should be okay. I don't expect it to be busy because we're end of season and all the local boats and the hire boats and everything, they seem to stop at Tannay. So fingers crossed.
After 17 locks, 7 bridges and miles of cycling, a shower would have been welcome. But the whole site was closed.
Last lock of the day. We've been out for provisions. Our friends over there, 2 famous people. Eerie, actually. Look at this cutting.